Alright. Nice. Emulike. FHD 2K retro content. Today I want to show you my top PS2 games list. I picked these games because I like them best. You will get a short description of each of the games. Have fun, my friend. First game on my list is Shin Megami Tensei, Persona 4. It is a role-playing game and from Japan. A so-called JRPG. The game is fully voiced, has a lot of story and happens in a small town. You have emotions shown by indicators over the corresponding avatar's head. In addition, you have an anime portrait from the person who is speaking. From these portraits you can deduce a lot of emotion. The gameplay is fun and entertaining. If you like JRPGs, you should give it a try. You get anime-style cutscenes of high quality which are comparable to a real anime. Sometimes, however, the story seems to be a drag and you find yourself pushing the X button for too long. Enjoy these 30 seconds of gameplay.
Counting on you! Three enemies! Someone else's turn! Good work, Sensei! That's one so far! Throw down! That's some thick skin! Good work, Sensei! That's one so far! Now's our chance! Good answer! Out of our way!
The soundtrack and the voice acting is really good. For every player who likes RPG-type games, this is a great title. I played this game for countless hours when I was younger and it's still great to come back to. I would rate this game with 7.2 out of 10. Let's get to the next game, boys. Digimon World 4. This game is an action RPG dungeon crawler. You start as a Digimon that you chose. Then you get thrown into a server. The server has problems you have to solve. For example, you have to free Chief Lehaman who got lost in the first area. To free him, you have to run 2 dungeons and then a last one, where you free him. Every dungeon has a last boss you have to defeat. Here you can see me fighting the first main boss. He is really tough. Like most bosses in this game, you have to get used to his mechanics before you can beat him. I struggled with this quite a bit, but after killing him it felt awesome. In general, you can learn a lot about this game. It has a great depth and many people love it because of that. You have to adapt to the mechanics of the mobs. That makes the fighting fun and entertaining. Like this, every mob class has to be approached differently. The load times between instances and the use of the menu are a downside. For example, to get to the shop you have to leave the port zone and have a load time. After that, if you want to save, you have to enter a third area and have a load time again. To get back to the port zone you have to walk back again. I would give Digimon World 4 an astonishing 8.5 out of 10. A great PS2 time killer. Oh, shit, there is the next game. OMG, it is Monster Hunter. Wow. The game was released in 2004. The developers did a nice job for a fun and challenging game. The controls are a little bit awkward at first, but when you get used to it, the game is a lot of fun. There is no real story in this game. You just go to the quest giver and complete the tasks you are given. While you do that, you get money to buy new equipment or craft your own. The fighting is great. You have to adapt your fighting style to the weapon you use and the enemies you are fighting. It is challenging and entertaining to finally kill a big boss. The game is similar to Digimon World 4. In contrast to Digimon, where the main aspect seems to be upgrading and using your Digimon, the main aspect of Monster Hunter seems to be the fighting. It is not free of issues, though. For example, the menu is slow and the camera does not follow automatically where you look. Nice. I would rate Monster Hunter with a 8.7 out of 10. Slightly above Digimon World 4, because for me, the fighting is more challenging. Digimon World 4, however, should offer you a lot more content, if that's what you are looking for. The next one is a really scary one. Resident Evil 4. It's an RPG horror shooter where you follow a set story and fight zombies. The game is fully voiced and the graphics are amazing. After you get used to how the fighting works is great fun. Chances are, that you will die a lot. Even on the normal difficulty, but that's okay since you can always continue from the last time you had to load an area. The story is a little flat. You are an American special unit and have to free the president's daughter from the grasps of a Spanish zombie lord. The controls sometimes feel slow, but that's how it is meant to be. Hearing the screams of the zombies and the action-packed music when they are near adds to the scary atmosphere. The game is well designed. You have to solve puzzles, use different weapons and use your equipment sparingly to survive. I would rate this game a 8.9 out of 10. I played this when I was younger and it scared the FCK out of me. On to the next game, Bully. It is from Rockstar Games and you can feel it. It plays super smooth and looks awesome. I bet they took some of the character controls from GTA. You have to attend classes and stick to the rules. If you successfully complete a class, you will get new skills. Basically you are a bully who got thrown out of his old school and gets sent to a boarding school. In this new school there are a lot of bullies. The prefects kinda act like the police in GTA. If they don't see you they will stop hunting you after a while. You can also accept quests from outside the school from other students. You can get respect from the nerds and from the bullies, depending on which quest you are doing. The game plays well and is great fun. It's a GTA alternative that does not involve killing. The voice acting and character design is well done. I would rate Bully with a 7.8 out of 10. Yo boys, on to the next game. It is Drakengard 2. LMAO, hee hee. I would describe this one as an action dungeon crawler RPG. You crawl through predefined areas until you reach the goal or complete the task you were given. From time to time you will have to solve puzzle-like tasks. It is straightforward and does not allow much playing around beside playing through the story. The game is mostly voiced and has a few cutscenes which are enjoyable. It includes fighting in the air and fighting on the ground. While fighting in the air you ride a dragon. You can lock onto units and have a single fire shot that damages an area. You also have a special attack that you can use when you collect certain items. Some weapons are stronger against certain unit types. For example, staffs are better against magic type and lances are stronger against undead type monsters. Each weapon has its own combos and some differ in their special attack. In addition, each weapon levels up to 4 times, which increases its damage and also can add combos. You can swap weapons whenever you feel like during the game. Your characters can carry 1 or 2 weapon types. Each weapon type has different characteristics. They differ in range, damage, speed and a value that determines how easy it can penetrate armor. All in all, I had great fun playing the game. The fighting is fun and entertaining. The story is sweetly told and the controls are mostly fluid. I would rate this game 8.1 out of 10. Way wee, hee hee. Let's get to the last game of my list. Final Fantasy X. The game is an awesome time killer with a sweet story and dorky characters that combine to a great adventure. The game looks awesome and has a lot of cutscenes. The developers put plenty of effort into the storytelling and the animation of the cutscenes. In some of the scenes I could not help myself but chuckle to myself. Sometimes it is quite childish, but that's what makes the game. We also have serious characters to balance everything out. Let's get to the fighting. If you played the titles before Final Fantasy X, you will learn it very fast. It is a turn-based strategy fighting game where you can always pick your next move. What's different to the titles before this one is that every character has a unique speciality. Because of that, on boss fights you have to swap through the characters in order to deal the most damage. The fights look amazing and it's just a pleasure to play through the game. Unlike the older FF versions, you have the option to customize your characters individually through a skill tree. That way you have way more freedom for a unique playthrough. I can only recommend this game to everyone who has not played it yet. So far it is my favorite PS2 game and I give it a 9.7 out of 10. If you have not played it, you should definitely give it a try. What can I say? Thank you so much for watching. Did I forget any great PS2 titles? Let me know. If you liked the content, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe from your side. I am working on several gaming projects and there is definitely more to come. Gaming collections, reviews and tutorials. If you have any suggestions, ideas, want to see a playthrough, or want me to analyze a game with tips and tricks, please leave a comment. I wish you a happy day and good luck gaming. Nice. See ya.